What's popping? I'm back. Make sure you guys press the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button and subscribe to that bell. Type yes in the comment section once you do those things. All right, we're going to make this a quick video. I promise you, I'm not going to be here long. As you can see, I still haven't sold this drip, man. And we do know some people will sell that for $66. So we not gonna even play around with that. We know people will sell, but unfortunately, for the people who are salivating at the thought of selling that drip, I'm still not selling because I'm anticipating on some bullish things coming for drip, and these things could render strong price appreciation. Like if you look at what's going on with elephant money and the whole elephant money ecosystem in the community, these guys got like 6 zeros on their stuff. They got a lot of tokens. I think it's what 1,000 trillion. So for them, they're not minting anymore. So it's not, their token isn't deflationary. And I think 50% is locked in the graveyard, and like their treasury, which is Bertha, has another large percent. But my point is, things can be built and take drip from 1 cent or 1.6 cent to $1, 50 cent, whatever number, because people say, oh, don't focus on that, focus on 25 cent. And no matter what I name, somebody's going to come up with something. But my point is, it can go from 1 cent up fast depending on what's being built. I heard there's going to be some type of drip pool coming out with Animal Farm V3, or and we still have to wait until the 100 days as well, because from that point, that's when it really becomes deflationary. Of course, I'm thinking more people are going to sell with any price appreciation with drip, because it's just millions of tokens out there and it's just not moving. So we're going to see what people build. But at least after the next, 3 months, the incentives to build for drip is going to be way much higher, because people have to worry about the price endlessly inflating and potentially seeing drops. But even before you see the drop, you just got to anticipate it could happen, because there are more tokens being released. You know what I'm saying? So I got 3 wallets. They're all stacked. I got 2 maxes. I was going to get more, but that's, that was in anticipation with more people participating with drip, drop, draw, in which that's going to be the only way to get that 1%, because the faucet will be turned off. And I'm not mad at that. We got to, if you guys want people to keep building, people are building. As far as elephant, I already spoke on it a little bit. I don't know who link I clicked, but I clicked somebody's link and I threw $10 in there. We got 17 million whatchamacallit. Now this, if you want to say this a meme coin based on how many zeros or whatever, during the next bull, even something as low as $10, anything could be a crazy game. Just let's pretend this is freaking Shiba Inu or something, and eat 2, 3 zeros, whatever zeros. It might even be more than that, depending on how bullish the next run is. More people are going to be coming in, because it's just more people knowing about it, more word of mouth. Potential spot ETFs being being done. More institutional money coming in, more retail money coming in. More adoption with like things that are bringing people in easier. Like that, I forgot the name of that. It's a crypto cold storage, but it looks like a debit or credit card. But stuff like that, it's so much potential for the next run that who knows. And then speaking of the treasury again, the last run, the last run for elephant, I think the treasury or Bertha was at 212 trillion or something tokens, or 212 million, whatever the number was. You guys know what I'm talking about. I think it was 212 trillion. I can probably, let me look around real quick. I haven't looked on the website as much. Yeah, it was like 212 trillion. So even after that big sell off, I think it went up at least 1 or 2 trillion. I think. Even after that sell off right here, from what I remember, I saw at least about 8 million leave the project temporarily. Cause you know what I think is happening. I think a lot of people just say, "Man, f that, I'm taking I'm taking profit." And what those same people are just coming back in with a percentage of that profit. I'm not a wallet watcher, so I'm not going to verify that. But somebody might have took out 90,000 and then just put 30 back in or 40. They might DCA the whole thing back in eventually, but they want to take something out, especially when they saw these sales happening, because people don't know how low it's going to go. People thinking it might come back down here. Like you got this one swoop, this next swoop, this next swoop, and then it would have came up to about down here for the next swoop. You know what I'm saying? I was anticipating this level right here for support because it bounced after that exploit. It bounced to a down about right here, and then it tested this, and then it went down again. So I was going to get in heavier either here around this area or down here. And as you can see, when the price did, oh freak, my bad, hold on y'all. As you can see, when the price did hit this support level, which was somewhere close to right here where it rejected at, when it hit this level, people say, okay, I'm going back up. Now I did not catch that. I put like $10 in somewhere around here to keep it real with y'all. And I kind of forgot to jump in. Like when this happened, this kind of caught me off guard, even though from my experience, I'm used to people trying to, like, I know there's way smarter people in the space than myself. So I expected whales and people who got in early to sell at this point. For me, I'm like, yo, I'm not putting no heavier money in. Now, somebody might say, well, you'll be buying the top. You're going to buy the top no matter what on something that's pumping if you're getting in while it's pumping. Because you don't know what the top. And then I know you kept hearing people say, oh, this is uncharted water. We're going to enter uncharted water. Yeah. But I wasn't about to take that chance before then because I'm thinking, okay, these earlier guys and these whales who know way more than me, probably looking at the chart more, nobody knows who's going to pull the trigger first. So with anticipation, people just said, F it. Okay, this is around the all-time high. I'm going to pull the trigger. And there were a lot of micro sales. For me, a micro sale is like $1,000. There was a lot of those coming out before the big guys started selling. Because I think even those guys knew. Like, yeah, I got 1,000. I'm about to take my 1,000 out, my 2,000, my 3,000. The next thing you know, the 5,000s, the 9, 10,000s, the 15,000 start coming out. The 30,000 start coming out. You know, the 50 to 60, 90,000 started coming out because everybody was probably thinking somewhere around the same lines. And then it went down to about this level, which lines up with right here before, which it tested that and then it went down. So it could have tested, but this time it came down from here. It came out to support, and then boom, and then it rejected. It bounced. Now everybody's jumping back in. But from what I see, I anticipate this will be a consistent theme with this project because there's always going to be more whales. There's always going to be, and then the token is reflecting. I got more tokens than what I put in. It's just I don't have no bag, and we just came off of some crazy sales. So but the token is reflecting. You know, it's doing this thing. Some people are living off the reflections. You put 1,000 in, it's getting 2% a day. You make like $20. People are selling that and just keeping their 1,000 in, and just selling off the So at the end of the day, I really think that this is going to be one of those, if you want to call it a meme. I know somebody's going to see this and say, oh, somebody called it a meme. If you want to call it that, this will be one that's going to pump in the bull run. Mainly because it can keep just doing this over and over, this rejecting, or it can pump up, eat a zero, come back down. Through all of that, money's getting locked in this treasury, aka Bertha. More and more and more. And over time, once that treasury gets to wherever it needs to be to hold up a decent price, then people are just going to eat after that for a while, and it's going to keep going until it gets to whatever that number is. This bullish for it to go, parabolic. Every time I hear somebody say that, I think about Dragon Ball Z. Hyperbolic time chain, right? Parabolic, whatever. So that's my whole spiel for elephant money. You guys already know what the deal is with drip. You can see something happen after drip go deflationary. You can see it just trade whatever it was 1 cent, 5 cent, whatever it's gonna be for a while, and then something comes out, whether it be scratchies, you know what I'm saying, whether it be and I think forex might wait for like before the run to do that. He just don't say it, but I think that's what will happen. Whether it be the hacker game, whether it be one of these pools or whatever, and then you can start seeing something like this, and there ain't no tokens getting minted, so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I'll be back. This is like an unofficial video. I might make a more direct video for elephant by itself. You come here, you click buy, and you buy with Bertha instead of buying on Pancake Swap, because if you buy on Pancake Swap, there's a 10% fee in. You buy on the native Dex or buy with Bertha, it's 8.5, so you're saving 1.5%. It's like a no-brainer. Only people who don't do that is people who just don't know or haven't researched, or they're not reading this stuff. So and all those buys and sales go to the treasury. So that's one of the highlights for the tokenomics, because you just know it's a matter of time that if you hold, your token is going, like the more people sell, the more it's going to go in there, and then eventually it's just going to start creeping on up. It might take months, and then it's going to do the same thing over again, and then it's just going to keep doing that until maybe the next bull run. I think from that point something has to pop. If it BS's around for the next X amount of months, that next bull is where something has to pop with this project. So this is the reason why, or one of the reasons why, I plan on putting more in. So, and I'll update you with that. It might be a different wallet or something, but I'll update you guys with that. Other than that, that's all I got. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button and subscribe to that bell. This is Icy, and I'll see you guys on the next one.